Okay, just started on the trail. It is a lovely evening. This weather is actually perfect. I'm a tiny bit chilled right now, but I have a little bit of a climb to start. So hopefully the blood will get pumping and I'll get right back to comfortable temperature. It's probably about 40 degrees or so right now. It's only 3:30 p.m., but I'm hiking through like a valley in the sun. You can see it on the top of that side over here, but the sun is down on this side and the entire area I'm in is already shaded. So hoping this pops back up. Just found these right on the trail. There's a pretty cool cave down here. Actually goes a lot deeper than you can see. I can't even see the back of it. This is actually like perfect hiking weather. Like beautiful out. Considering it's, oh jeez, almost the middle of December. I'll take it. But yeah, not a cloud in the sky, a little light breeze. Sun feels like it's been setting this whole time, which it is. I kind of want to get set up soon, but I also don't want to just sit around for 5 hours waiting until I get tired. But we'll see. I'm just meandering, and if a real good spot comes about, I'll probably set up. Okay, I'm at the point in the trail where it wants me to go down farther into this valley. As you can see, the sun is right just above that ridge line. I hear an animal, I don't know what it is. It's a dog. Anyways, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna just hop off trail and climb up here. I think somewhere on top of these flat rocks. According to the map anyways, it looks flat. It's a little bit steeper than it might look right here, but I'm gonna try and scale up there and see what's up. Wish me luck. Okay, I made it up. Admittedly, that was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. But I got to the top. And someone has already built a fire pit and even built this little rock castle to hide a lighter in. It's got writing on it. Let's see what it says. Hello. This is a beautiful campsite. October 22nd, 23. So that was about almost 2 months ago. Lisa and Steve. See if it works. I could get it to work. Oh, there's even a lucky penny. All right, that's pretty cool. Shout out Lisa and Steve. I'm gonna leave this for them. So although this is a beautiful site for a campfire, it's not exactly the best spot to pitch a tent. So I just walked around just a little bit, and it's really, there aren't any super flat areas. And this is good practice. This is what it's all about, because out on the trail, are there always going to be perfect tent sites? No, of course not. So this is a good opportunity for me to try and improvise or see how far I can push the campsite selection. I'm looking at one spot right here that is flat enough, I think. I think this will be fine. It's on top of moss. There's some wet leaves and crap, but I'm gonna throw a Tyvek footprint down, so should be all right. I just did the Tyvek test. Put this piece down on the most flat ground I could get. It's actually super comfortable. If I had to sleep here without a pad, I think it would be fine. Okay, got the tent pitched. It's actually not too bad considering. However, it was much more difficult than I anticipated. A lot different than setting it up on flat ground or ground that you can drive stakes in anywhere. I had to prod the ground because there's some roots and rocks and stuff over here, so pretty happy with this pitch. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. I'm gonna put the inside fly in, the net tent, and throw the rest of my sleeping stuff in there. Alright, got the net tent in. It's hanging a little wonky. I'm gonna adjust a couple of these ties, but it's in there. There we go. And now I'm gonna put my sleeping pad down and then pull out my custom Enlightened Equipment Enigma 20-degree bag. I thought it was gonna be a lot colder than this. It's still probably about 43, something like that, between 40 and 45. I'm in shorts. I just have this hoodie and this short sleeve t-shirt on, but I have wool base layers. I'm gonna be good to go tonight. I found this really cool spot right on this ledge. The sun is starting to set. There's my fire pit, my chair, my tent. Here's one thing I did that I think has worked out pretty well. This is a Hilltop Packs like Dyneema umbrella cover, but instead of putting an umbrella in it, I put my sleeping pad in here, so I can just roll it up the way that it lays, you know, just one direction instead of folding it 3 times. And then I keep this upside down because it's not completely waterproof, but for the most part, upside down just right here on the outside of my pack. So I've been pretty happy with the system. It makes rolling up the sleeping pad in the morning quite a bit easier. Alrighty, got the sleeping pad blown up. Thermarest Neo Air X Therm, and then my quilt from Enlightened Equipment. First night I'll be using this, but I'm super excited. I know it'll be just fine. And then little inflatable pillow from Outdoor Vitals. I'm gonna readjust the guy lines around the tent one time, and then start to gather a little bit of firewood, get a fire going, have a snack or two, and then just kind of chill out the rest of the night. It's golden hour right now. It's beautiful out here. Let's see. There we go. Just put the rest of the wood on the fire. It's going pretty good now. I'm gonna let it burn out, go to bed. Even though it's only 6:15, I'm gonna go lay down. I mean, I'll probably listen to a book for an hour or two and fall asleep. I am pretty tired though, so we'll see. Temperature has dropped quite a bit in the last hour. Definitely feels like it's back down into the high 30s right now. So this fire feels really good. I'm gonna change into my base layers once I go lay down, but I'm still in shorts and a hoodie. Good to go. After I put out the fire, I was standing here for a second, looked up in the sky. It looks like there's a million stars over top of me right now. Like, hands down, this is one of the most starry nights I've ever seen in my life. And I saw some pretty cool night skies when I was living in Washington, but this is definitely up there with it. I mean, everything is glowing. The sun is up now, so I've been laying in here for 12 hours at this point. Actually, more than that. It's 7:45 right now, and I think I laid down here around 7 p.m. last night, and I ended up only listening to my book for 30 minutes and falling asleep. But I slept pretty well. I was perfectly warm. This quilt, this Enlightened Equipment quilt is great. Perfectly warm. I can't get over that night sky last night. It was awesome. Just finished breakfast. It's such a nice morning. This is like the perfect day to pick this trip. So part of what I wanted to get out of this trip was testing out my layering system. So last night I wore everything that I brought, which is these merino wool tights, my running shorts that I wore hiking yesterday, this synthetic jacket which I'm about to take off, and 2 merino shirts under this. I was gonna take off this long sleeve and just use this short sleeve top and this hoodie, but now that I just took this hoodie off, I think I'm gonna just pack this away. I feel like a lot of people hate on Ohio for not having a lot to offer, and yeah, it's not spectacular, but these little creeks and stuff that run through the woods like this, maybe it's just because I grew up on that, but that's good enough for me. I mean, I used to live in Washington State, and there was a ton of natural beauty out there, obviously, but just a small creek flowing through the woods. Totally quiet, a couple birds, some deer. That's all I need. All right, just made it back to the trailhead. So this is the road I came in on. Over here is where I started the trail, and then I ended up doing a loop coming back up this forest road right here, which ended up being super muddy. It looked like a place where people come to test out their off-road vehicle rig or something. A lot of empty beer cans, a lot of tire tracks. But yeah, that was a slow going one because it was super muddy. And my shoes are, yep. Yeah. So that was a pretty short trip. That ended up only being about 8 miles. I stopped my watch today and forgot to restart it and didn't notice for like probably an hour and a half. So that's annoying. Like I said at the beginning, there's a nice little cemetery here. I'm gonna take my bag off, eat something light real quick, and then just walk around the cemetery a little bit and drive home. 3-hour drive home.